I feel so stressed with everything that's going on in my life. Hello. So I've had a really bad morning. I don't know if you can tell by my face, but I have been crying all morning. I had an absolute breakdown. I absolutely sobbed. I just broke. I mean, if you're anything like me, you'll understand holding on to things for so long and just being like, I'm fine, and then all of a sudden you just break. And I just had a breakdown today, which was needed after a few weeks of just non-stop like doing things. Like, I've not really had any time to myself, and I think that comes down to having a very overloaded schedule. Like, I expect too much of myself, and I know that, and my time management could be improved, but I don't know, there's a lot of like deeply rooted things that I need to work on and everything, but I just do feel very overwhelmed. I've bitten off way more than I can chew, and I know that, and I always do this, I always do, because I expect too much of myself. But I'm in that current headspace right now of I don't want to quit anything and I want to do everything, and I'm just having a really bad day because it is overwhelming me. I do feel stressed, and in this very moment I know that my space around me isn't helping. I just need to get rid of stuff that I'm not using and that's just causing clutter, because I really feel like it's not helping me at all. I want to simplify my life. I want to make everything easier to hit my goals and to actually have time to focus on me, and whether that's self-care or my goals or whatever it is, I just need that time. And I just feel like a perfect place to start today when I'm having such a bad day is to do this. Basically, this isn't the video that I wanted to film today. Today in general hasn't gone the way that I expected it to go. I was meant to wake up this morning super early, go for a run with a friend of mine and go for brunch. I slept through my alarm. Like, I'm so tired. I'm just so overwhelmed. I keep crying. I'm just feeling like there's so much to do. Sorry. And I know this is maybe like very first world problems or whatever, I don't know, but like it's very relevant to me, and maybe some of this is from like kind of my own internal problems that I need to work on because I'm so hard on myself and I always feel like I'm not doing enough. But I think today a really good place for me to start, and that's kind of what my whole channel is about at the minute, is just becoming, oh my god, I'm so sorry. The whole point of me doing videos at the minute is to become a better version of myself. Oh my god, I feel so pathetic for crying. I'm just having one of those days, I do apologise. The point of me starting this YouTube channel is to become a better version of myself and to document that process, because I love looking back at my progress and how far I've come, because I find it really easy to forget how far I've come, and I think by documenting it, it's really helpful for me to, you know, have that documented and be able to watch back and remind myself and reflect. And also maybe it's helpful for you guys. I don't know if there's someone who's going through a very similar situation to me who might find this video and watch it and it might be motivating, and also it helps me to be creative and put out content and get better. So I feel like, although I'm crying on camera right now, I think it's very beneficial for me and maybe for others, which is why I'm making this video. It just feels right. So today basically is not going well, so I thought I'd turn it around by making this video and documenting me get my life into gear, because I need to. I think first step is probably to make my bed, because it was not made this morning at all. Also, I feel like I really hate my bed. Like, I hate my bedroom so much. Like, it's made progress since I first moved in. The aesthetic is not it. Oh, I'm in such like a bad headspace with this kind of stuff, because I'm like, I want to making my room cute and buy nice like bed stuff, but then at the same time like, oh, so much money, like I don't want to spend money on that, because I would love to buy some like new sheets, more pillows, like to make my room like super cozy. And I really want to get a better light, because I only have like an overhead light, which is like this bright white light which feels like a hospital light. So I really want to buy a very warm cozy lamp for my bedroom, because I just feel like that would make my bedroom feel like such more of a safe space rather than a storage room slash somewhere to just sleep and close my eyes for like 5 hours. Like, I feel like it would help me so much more. Well, basically make my bed to a very basic level today. A potato. And I also have this, which is a salted egg, which I bought from Singapore. I love him. He's very cute. Me and my friend have matching ones, so I don't know. And a croissant. Yes, I am a 27-year-old with teddies on my bed. The worst part is, I think, in my whole entire apartment, I actually only have this as storage. Like, my wardrobe is the only storage that I have. So it kind of stresses me out a little bit, because this is like my whole entire life in this wardrobe. So I'm like, where do I put everything? But I have a problem. So This is disgusting. And I seem to like just store boxes, which I probably don't need. So I just want to kind of like get rid of those because they just take up unnecessary space, and I could use this more like for kind of boxes to put stuff in rather than like just shoving everything in here. And I try and organize like my gym wear into like these boxes that I've got. But then when I can't find what I want to find and I'm in a rush, it just all gets shoved back in there, and then it becomes stressful again. Like I'll organize it and then it'll just become messy again so easily because nothing really has a place in my house. Everything's just like where it can fit. It doesn't actually have a place, which I think stresses me out. I have so many random things. I think I could probably get rid of this box. Or have wrapping paper, which to be fair actually Christmas is coming up, that will come in handy. This box can be gone. PS3 box I kind of want to keep just because I still have my PS3, so that's good when like I move, I guess. I don't know. This box is so big. So I bought air purifiers. Like this. Do I need to keep this? Probably not. Goodbye. Another box. It feels so heavy. Okay, but now this is where all of like my clothes are stored. Like I just like shoved so many clothes up here that need to get rid of. Okay, I think we need to sort through these clothes. I'm so bad. I'm like, what order do I do this in? But I think now that I've got majority of the stuff at the top out of the wardrobe, I think now I'm gonna go through all of the items one by one and decide like well, let's be honest, I'm not gonna keep most of it. I'm gonna either like charity, sell, or bin. Honestly, I feel like I'm cold and then I start moving around and doing stuff and I'm like, ooh, it's hot in here. Okay, I'm gonna do it in here. So let's make some space and we can sort through everything. First two bags I need to sort through are here. I feel like I just have such a sentimental value with like so many of my items of clothing, and I've moved so much in my life, and every time I move is when you realize how many clothes that you actually own, and that's me every single time. I'm like, oh my god, I own so many items of clothing. So yeah, I just feel like I need to get rid of. There's just so many unnecessary items, and I don't really want to capsule wardrobe, but I would prefer to buy clothes that are gonna last longer, like quality wise. But I have found that obviously my body's changed a lot, so there's a lot of clothes that just don't fit me anymore, and there's nothing wrong with that. It just means I have to get rid. So these jeans I really like, but I don't know, was it these ones? I don't know. These ones I didn't like. Very stupid purchase. I bought them and then never really wore them, and now I'm gonna give them to charity. They're a little bit tight. I don't know, sorry. And they're very short. The older I've gotten, the less I want like short shorts I can get. You know what? I'm gonna get rid. I need to be very strict. I don't know if anyone remembers these tops from American Apparel. These were like all the rage back in the day. So this like feels so sentimental to me because I remember buying this when I was like 16, when American Apparel was like the thing before they went bankrupt, RIP. This is also another top that I've had since I was like 16. So this bitch is old. If you're on Tumblr, you probably remember like the army tops, which was like a vibe, and I got this off eBay. I was like, would I ever really wear a t-shirt that says army on it? Charity. This dress I bought, I'm gonna wear it, charity. These can go in the bin. I do like this skirt. The only problem is it's like very like short at the back, which is always something that I struggle with, like finding skirts that actually fit properly. No, I might keep that. This is something I've been meaning to do for so long. Okay, charity. I just need to be harsh because my style has changed so much over the years. My body has changed. Like, I don't wear any of these things, but I'm just holding on to it for sentimental value. I'm just being harsh now. These are all charity, charity, charity. Charity, charity. It needs to be done. Oh, this jacket I've had for a very long time as well. It feels a lot more on the type. It's when you put on stuff that used to fit you when you were younger and you're like, what, like my back? How much bigger has my back got since getting this jacket? Ta-da! Okay, get rid. That was a large. This is what I mean. I feel like sometimes I look at stuff that I bought years ago and the sizing is just off. It's weird. I feel like the sizing changes all the time throughout the years, so this can also go to charity. Two more bags. What's this? Another pair of shorts, which can go to charity. I just need to be harsh, be harsh, be harsh. Very cute bag, but realistically, am I ever gonna use it? Probably not. I have this, which I got from my house, which is kind of funny. So you put like a shot in the middle and you go like, wee, and then it's, you have to drink. I never really drink anymore, so. Mysterious memory stick, what is on you? Oh, this feels so hard. Charity! But so far, this is the pile that I have for charity, and then I also have a pile to just throw away. Oh dear. Hello. So I've just been for a run, which is number one thing ticked off the list. It is late though. It is 12 o'clock. Oops. I'm feeling a little bit better today. Still not 100%. I'm still kind of feeling overwhelmed, but I'm not in any way like I was yesterday. I'm definitely someone who deals with my emotions through crying. Like I remember when I was younger, I would listen to like sad music, so I would lean into the sadness that I was feeling and then cry and look at myself in the mirror. It's so cringy to say, but like I would literally listen to sad music, look at the mirror, and just speak my truth. Like, I would just be sad to myself. And it really helped me. I'm not gonna lie, I don't do that anymore, but I have done the occasional music in little boogie woogie. Today, my plan is to continue cleaning. I didn't get to finish everything that I wanted to do yesterday. So that was like the first run that I've done since my half marathon. And my knees are a little bit sore. I think just because obviously did my half marathon and then just didn't run for 2 weeks. Like it's literally 2 weeks today. But I'm glad that I did it. I really didn't want to do that run. The day wasn't great because there was a forest fire, so the air quality wasn't fantastic. Probably shouldn't have run outside, and I did debate. I was like, should I go run in the gym? Yeah, no, it probably wasn't a great idea. My throat's kind of sore, so yeah, rookie error on my behalf, but I've done it. It's done. Just to kind of like, Soon I'll start training for a 10k. My plan is to do the Lisbon 10k in March. So soon I'll be starting a new training program, which is super exciting. I honestly find that having a program just keeps me accountable. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't do it. I probably wouldn't show up. I don't know why. It's just, like I'm quite happy training by myself. I don't need other people to motivate me to train, but it's just, I need to have a plan. Because I think if I don't have a plan in mind, it's like I overthink it too much and then I just end up not doing it. So that's from my experience. God, the mood changes so rapidly. And I'm still not feeling great, but I'm not as bad as I was yesterday. Yesterday, I literally felt like the whole world was coming to an end. I couldn't stop crying. I met with my boyfriend's mum and she asked me the question, are you okay? And as soon as someone asks me that when I'm not okay, it's like a waterfall. I'm like, yeah. That's the way I deal with emotions. And it's absolutely fine. Crying is fine. It's a way for me to release. Yesterday was definitely my release day and I needed it to happen. And today I'm gonna see it as more of a reset. Yesterday was the start of my reset. I've let out the feelings. Now I've started the day on a clean slate. We got this. We've got this. We have got this. We have got this. You have got this.
You make me feel oh so warm. You see me, I am in love. I feel so loved all the time. I feel your love all the time. Dancing in my living room. Every time I think of you, shake my hips to a good tune. I will always be a fool. You're loving, loving. Ooh, you're loving, loving. I feel so loved all the time. I feel your love all the time. You're loving, loving. Ooh, you're loving, loving. I feel so loved all the time. I feel your love all the time. You make me feel just like me. Don't need to change anything. I feel myself all the time. I know myself all the time. You make me feel oh so fine. I am yours and you are mine. Work well independently. Know your soul's always with me. You're loving, loving. Ooh, you're loving, loving. I feel so loved all the time. I feel your love all the time. You're loving, loving. Ooh, you're loving, loving. I feel so loved all the time. I feel your love all the time.
I've really wanted to get into reading recently because it's something that I've never really never really done. Even when I was younger, I wasn't really a reader. I would always prefer to play video games on my PS2, and I find it really difficult to give myself the time to read. Like, I've had this book for about a year. Which is embarrassing. Yeah, I think I bought it last November. So I've had this for so long. I mean, it's a really good book. And I've read a bit. But when I see people on YouTube who are like, yeah, I've read this many books this month, I was like, A, how? I feel like I just don't have time. Hence this video of just feeling so overwhelmed. The thought of even having time, like even 5 minutes to read a book, I swear I don't have it. And I don't know if that comes down to my time management being bad or if the fact is I just have way too much going on. But I really wanted to kind of just spend some time by myself this evening and have an aim of reading at least 10 pages and just seeing how it goes. I really like this book. I really want to finish it. I have bought another one to read after this, so I really kind of want to get into the routine of spending time to read. Also, one thing that I used to do was read a lot of self-help books. And when I say I used to read a lot of self-help books, I would read parts of the self-help books. I would never read the whole entire thing. And I would read those, but I would feel like it would stress me out even more. And one of my friends told me, you should like think about reading fiction books, because then it's a chance for you to escape and get away from any situation that you're in and not feel like you're always having to read something for educational purposes or to get better, because I think that is something that I do that then stresses me out, because I've got this constant load of information of like learning of how to be better, how to do this, you're doing this wrong, you should be doing this, and I think that adds to my stress. Yeah, I don't really know what kind of fiction books I like. This one is very much just, yeah, Bridget Jones vibes. It's about this woman who got dumped by her boyfriend and she moves back to London. She's in her 40s and obviously everyone around her has got their life together, they've got kids, they're married, they're doing whatever, and she's in a flat share in London and is starting her life from scratch. So I find it very light-hearted. I really enjoy this kind of stuff, but little by little I'm gonna do a little bit of reading, so I'll see you guys in a bit. This is my self-care right here. So I'm about to do my Spanish homework and I don't want to do it. I'm gonna be completely honest and transparent and just say that I'm feeling so anxious about Spanish at the minute. And although I've learned a lot, it's, I think because I'm so out of depth in my class, like I mentioned it before in my videos, but basically I'm in a B1 class. I'm not meant to be B1, I'm A2, but I couldn't do the A2 timetable. So I was like, well, I'll just go for B1. Like, how hard will it be? It's not super hard, but it's hard enough. And it's definitely what's led me to feeling quite overwhelmed. I can't breeze by the classes. Like, I actually have to put in so much mental effort. So my homework doesn't just take me half an hour. It takes me an hour or two. Because I have to go through and really thoroughly understand stuff and then go back on things that we've already learned and relearn it, and there's just a lot because I'm kind of starting from the bottom. I don't want to do the homework. I really don't want to do the homework. I don't feel so anxious because I have to go to class tomorrow and I really always get like, please don't pick me. Please don't pick me, because I don't want to talk. I just want to listen. I just want to listen and learn. That's all I want to do. This weekend, did it go to plan? Absolutely not. Has it been a whirlwind of emotions? Absolutely yes. I could have actually spent this weekend going through, I mean I did start actually, to try and understand what was important to me, but I don't think I was in the right headspace this weekend to do that. I think this weekend I honestly just needed to declutter my environment and do everything that I did. If I'm completely honest, I feel like that was what I needed to do. If I had then started looking at, you know, how can I organise my life? Let me look at ways to improve it. I think I might have stressed myself out even more and overwhelmed myself, which was the last thing I wanted to do. So I think sometimes when you are feeling overwhelmed, yes, it is amazing to dig deep and to understand what goals you're working towards, where you're going and all that kind of stuff. I think that's extremely important, and it is something that I need to do a bit more of. I am getting better at understanding where I want to go, especially recently. I have a lot more clarity in my goals, but I do need to get better at my time management and being able to say no. I've given myself too many things. I need to understand what my priorities are, what's at the top of the list, what's going to help me get to where I want to be, because the last thing that I want to do is to drain myself and give myself too many tasks that I don't see progress, like real progress in any of them, because I'm spreading myself too thin. And I feel like I am kind of doing that a little bit at the minute. But my point is, this weekend was not the weekend to try and understand how I can rejig my life and how I can optimize my life, etc., by watching self-help videos or going through the processes or anything like that. This weekend was not the weekend for that, because I think it would have just sent me more and more into my spiral of sadness and overwhelmness and stress. Anyway, until next time, ciao.